What if I told you that in some corners of the world where it rains so much the sky feels like it never stops crying, entire tribes not only survive, but thrive. These people don't just fight against endless rainfall, they've learned to master it. And their secrets might completely change the way you think about life in the wettest places on Earth. When most of us imagine extreme places, we think of burning deserts or frozen tundras. But the rainiest regions on our planet are just as extreme. Flooded valleys, misty mountains, and jungles that drip water every second of the day. And yet people have lived there for centuries. From South America's cloud forests to India's monsoon-soaked hills, these tribes prove that humans are way more adaptable than we think. Today we're uncovering their stories, their struggles, and how they turned endless rain into a way of life. Rain sounds peaceful, right? But imagine it never stopping. Roofs collapse, crops drown, clothes never dry, and diseases spread fast. For most people this would mean packing up and leaving, but these tribes couldn't. They had to figure it out. Their survival depended on learning how to live in a world that others would call impossible. The living bridges of Meghalaya, India. High up in the hills of northeast India lies one of the rainiest places on Earth, Meghalaya. Some villages here see over 11,000 millimeters of rain every year. To survive the constant flooding, the Khasi and Jaintia tribes built something incredible, living root bridges. They trained the roots of rubber fig trees to grow across rivers and valleys. Over generations, these roots thickened into bridges strong enough to carry hundreds of people at once. Unlike wooden bridges that rot in rain, these grow stronger with every season. Imagine walking across a bridge that your great-great-grandparents started, and you're now helping it grow for your grandchildren. That's not just survival, it's legacy. The Embera of Panama's rainforest rivers. Cross the ocean to Central America, and you'll find the Embera people of Panama, deep in the Darien Gap, a place so wet and wild that even modern roads can't cut through. For the Embera, rain isn't just weather, it's part of their daily rhythm. They build stilt houses high above swollen rivers to keep their homes dry. They paddle canoes through flooded forests to trade and visit neighbors. Their whole lifestyle is water-based. And their deep knowledge of medicinal plants helps them fight the diseases that come with constant dampness. Where others see a swamp, they see a highway and a pharmacy. The Yanomami of the Amazon move further south into the Amazon rainforest, another contender for the wettest region on Earth. Here, the Yanomami tribe has thrived for thousands of years. Instead of trying to block out the rain, they designed communal houses called shabonos, giant circular structures covered in palm leaves. They're open in the middle, letting smoke rise and water drain, but they keep the community warm and dry. Everyone lives together under one roof, families, children, elders. The rain is constant, but inside the shabono life feels safe, connected, and protected. The Mawsynram farmers, India again. The tiny village of Mawsynram in India is officially the wettest place on Earth. Farmers here deal with monsoon rain so heavy that fields turn into lakes overnight. But instead of giving up, they switch tactics. They grow crops that love water, like paddy rice and certain hardy vegetables. They also built clever bamboo drip irrigation systems, channeling water where it's needed instead of letting it drown the soil. To them, monsoon season isn't a disaster, it's a gift. The Mentawai of Indonesia's rainy islands. On Indonesia's Mentawai Islands, rain is part of life just like food or air. The Mentawai people are known for their deep spiritual connection to nature. To them, constant rain is a sign of balance, not punishment. Their shamans use the rainforest's plants to heal, and their homes are built from sago palm, flexible and quick to rebuild after storms. They tattoo their bodies with symbols of harmony, a reminder that the rain and jungle are not enemies, but family. The Chaco of Colombia. In western Colombia lies the Choco region, one of the rainiest places in South America. Afro-Colombian and indigenous communities here have built their lives around rivers that act as highways. Fishing, farming, and even gold panning all rely on water. Villages are often reachable only by boat. Heavy rain means constant change, rivers swell, banks collapse, but the people here adapt fast. For them, the river is the center of life, sometimes dangerous, always necessary. What connects all these tribes? They don't see rain as a problem, they see it as part of who they are. Their solutions aren't temporary fixes. They're long-term, creative, and deeply tied to nature. Living root bridges, stilt houses, open communal huts, bamboo irrigation, spiritual healing, all of it shows one truth. Humans can adapt to anything, even the sky's endless downpour. The climax here is realizing that rain, which we often complain about, is the very thing that shaped some of the most fascinating cultures on Earth. What others might call unlivable, these tribes call home. So what do the world's rainiest places teach us? They show us that survival isn't about conquering nature. It's about listening to it, learning from it, and turning its challenges into strengths. These tribes didn't run away from the rain, they built their lives around it. And in doing so, they created traditions, knowledge and skills that might just hold answers for our own future in a world of changing climate. Stick around and watch the next video. You won't believe the secrets hidden in Earth's driest deserts.